Nothing new here. Joining me now to discuss is Chad Wolf, former acting DHS secretary under President Trump and Heritage Foundation visiting fellow. Chad, thanks for being with us. Want to get your reaction to the vice president's visit. Did anything good come out of this, or was this purely a photo op?
Well, let me first commend her for actually going to the southwest border after more than 90 days. Unfortunately, that's where the good news stops. I think what we heard again from the vice president, unfortunately, is misinformation, talking about how they inherited a very tough situation, referring to what they inherited from the Trump administration. And that we know is false information. What we gave them was a secure border that was under control, that had a number of policies in place that they could choose from to make that a secure border. Instead, they're having to fix a self-inflicted border crisis that they caused, that they are now trying to find solutions to. So very disappointed overall in the trip. I think it's also a missed opportunity that the vice president had to communicate what they were doing to fix the crisis. There's no new information coming out, no new policies, no new procedures talking on how to address the illegal activity going on at the border today.
And Chad, yet she talked about extreme progress. Those were her words. What is she talking about when she says extreme progress?
Well, it's interesting. It's the only reason that they really went to El Paso, so they could talk about the progress that they have made on moving minors from Border Patrol facilities to HHS facilities. So the progress that she's touting and the DHS secretary has touted over time is simply moving historic number of minors, really teenagers, from one government facility to another government facility. That's the progress that they're talking about. The progress is not, or the progress I should say, should be on how do we solve the problem. They aren't solving the problem. They're trying to manage their way through it. And that's not going to be proven successful in the long run.
So, Chad, if she was really interested in solving the problem, as you say, give us her itinerary. Where should she be going? What should she be doing to actually get to the... She talks about root causes. Okay, where do you go to get to the root causes here?
Yeah, what she should be doing is she should be visiting with all of the border governors. So that's Governor Abbott, that's Governor Ducey in Arizona, Newsom, California. She should be visiting with all of those governors. They're on the front lines. She should then be talking to all the state and local law enforcement down along that border, the Border Sheriff's Coalition and the like, engaging with them, understanding what they're understanding what they're seeing. Then she needs to go to the RGV. She needs to go to the Brownsville-McAllen area, which is ground zero for this surge that we're seeing today, and then parts of Arizona. That's Nogales and that's Yuma. So there's a number of things that she could be doing, but she chose instead to go to a metropolitan city in El Paso. Unfortunately, didn't even visit the border. Went through a processing center and then had a number of roundtables with NGOs and others. So overall, I would say it's a disappointing trip.
You know, Chad, here we are talking about the vice president and whether or not she went to the right places. Isn't the real question, why isn't President Biden making a trip? Why hasn't he made a trip? Shouldn't we be asking that more than be concerned about what the vice president's doing?
Well, absolutely. But, President Biden should be down on that border as well. And at the very least, he should be talking about it. But he's not talking about it either because, again, they don't have solutions to it. It's hard to talk about a crisis when you're not trying to solve it, when you're trying to just manage it, because they believe in these policies that are allowing over 183 illegal apprehensions in just the last month alone. Historic numbers that we're going to see at the end of this fiscal year. And right now, they don't have a good solution to the crisis. And I think that's why they're not talking about it, and I think that's why President Biden's not on the border himself.
You know, at the end of the day, this isn't about video. It's not about pictures. It is about solutions. That's what we need more than any of the fanfare. Chad, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.